Hi, it's Ashta and Andrea with Revela. Today we're going to talk about succession planning and some common beliefs that are untrue. What do you have for us, Andrea?
So there's a lot of beliefs that people have about succession planning, and one of the most common is that once a board or a CEO gets a leadership team in place, that they think, oh, they're not going anywhere, and so that they really don't plan for the succession, especially if the group happens to be fairly young or they've been around for a while. Like, oh my gosh, I've got the greatest team. Here's what happens. We don't know if something's going to happen in their family where someone decides to move. And I'm like, there goes my VP of something, right? And I'm like, I didn't have anybody ready to go because they were doing such a great job and they're not old enough to retire. Nobody ready and waiting in the wings. Or, there's at least 25% of people who are not looking to go someplace, but if somebody tapped them on the shoulder and said, hey, I would really like you to come over here and run my business for me, or I think that you would make a great VP of whatever your talent is in my bigger company, and so I can give you this raise and I can get you doing something else. So, although people aren't really looking, somebody may tap them on the shoulder to do that. Or somebody may just get to a point where it's like, you know what, I'm tired of working for someone else, and I'm to the age where if I'm not going to start my own business now, it's not going to happen, and they decide to go start their own business. So be careful about thinking that you've got the best team, they're not going anywhere, they're not ready to retire, and then not have a plan ready to go, or a succession plan ready to be enacted or involved when that happens.
What's another common misbelief?
Another common misbelief is that a senior executive thinks that the only person in charge of creating their succession plan is themselves. So oftentimes, let's say that you have you're the CFO of your organization. So you decide, well, I know exactly who's going to be the replacement when I retire. It's this one person. And the reality is there may be 4 or 5 people who are also looking for a person out of your department because they have special gifts, or that they may have ideas that would be really beneficial in another area of the company. So getting other people, get the CEO involved, get the HR person involved, maybe someone else, and say, who do I have in my department that might need to go someplace else to get other experiences, or who has people in their department that might need the expertise or experience in my department that would make them a better or more rounded or more well-rounded person to be moving up into the organization. So you've got to get more people involved with that.
You have another one for us?
I do. The last one I'll give you today is that people believe that they have enough time. And when we think that people have enough time to create succession plans, it's because they don't believe that, well, there's nobody ready to retire or things like that. But the reality is you just never know. And so getting people ready to go into a more advanced position, getting people to understand what roles and responsibilities and experiences that people need to have now, because sometimes it takes years for people to have enough of the right experiences because of the cyclical nature of a company or the economy or things like that, that they need to go through a lot of different things. So getting people ready, starting now is good. People will sometimes say, well, if I get them ready too soon, then they'll go someplace else. They won't if you keep providing them with new challenges and new opportunities and ways to experience a business and grow their skill set. So, succession planning, there's so many misconceptions, things that are completely not true that people say, oh, I wish I would have known. Just take these 3 and start taking a look at what can you do to take action on those things that you thought, well, I have enough time, or I've got a good team already in place, or it's only my responsibility just to take care of my department. Let's take some action on those things.
There you are, 3 common beliefs about succession planning that are completely untrue.